Bow down before my psycho power.
So far, Tekken 8 has officially confirmed 6 female characters to be a part of the game. Lily, Azazina, Jun Kazama, Xiaoyu, Nina, and Asuka. It's so crazy to me how they face so much more scrutiny than the male characters. You could have a character like Lily, whose story is just as irrelevant as Dragunov and Fang, but her name is dragged through the dirt so much more than the other two. Some tweets here from Harada that kind of shows the precision that it takes to craft a game with so many characters. After seeing Azazina, someone says they want a character from Argentina. Harada says, I was torn between Chile, Argentina, Colombia, and Peru. For all the Miguel, Josie, and Shahid players, pay attention, this is very interesting. Translated from Japanese to English by Google, it says, in Spain, of course, the reaction was great, and it was covered in general TV, radio, and newspapers. Shahid and Josie are also front page of national newspapers. However, in the case of Miguel, support is based towards a specific age group rather than country. So that was a big factor. Also, depending on character, there is a gap between the country and the popularity. Here's something we don't really think about, right? We all have our favorite characters and we love that character no matter what. But certain characters do bring in a different demographic. You could talk about race, nationality, you could talk about sexuality, but also you could talk about age. In my opinion, I think Tekken has a huge age demographic problem. Tekken fans are far too old, and I think you need new life to be brought into the game. But I think the devs are aware of this, and with characters like Azazina and things like that, they're trying to get a little bit more crafty with who they pull into the game. But on another topic, you have Gamatsu. They have a news article here that says Tekken 6 and Soul Calibur Broken Destiny. I never heard of that one. Rated for PS5 and PS4 in Taiwan. Tekken 6 is very old. I would assume Soul Calibur is the same. These two games being rated for PS4 and PS5 obviously means that they will become playable at some point in time. Some people think it will be tied to the PlayStation Plus like Tekken 2 was. Some people think it will be tied to like Tekken 8, how you had Tekken 6 and Tag Tournament 2 was back when Tekken 7 came out. Yada yada yada. But I'm very interested for this. I hope they just add it to the store normally so I can play it, stream it, and really experience both of these games on a deeper level. Because story and lore is very important to me. I have a poll here from the Tekken subreddit, 700 votes. This shows 461 people care about lore, the plot of the story, but 240 does not. And this is something that I always bring up when you talk about Tekken 4 and 5 and 3 and how characters had no development. I was just talking about Lily, Dragunov, and Fang, characters who are of that era, how they have no development. I would argue it's because the players of that era, you talk about the old guys once again, they do not care about story. They do not care about the lore, the plot. And as such, those games that was made for them, it represents their lack of care about the stories. It's all over the place. Retcon here, non-canonical here, it's chaos. But Tekken 8 is being built for people. As you can see, the majority cares about story. So Tekken 8 is being shifted for that way. Ashes Gaming and Arslan Ash announced they'll be upholding a promise that they made previously. I'll read the tweet directly. It says, ever since the beginning, Ash's Game has been committed to supporting and nurturing the Pakistani FGC, upholding that promise. We have an announcement to make. Over the next few weeks, there will be 5 dojos happening in Pakistan. The highest ranked unsponsored players out of all these tournaments will be sponsored by Ashes Gaming for Tiger Upper. It does not need to be said, but there is so much unfound potential in Pakistan and pretty much all over the world. But to see Arslan not just like winning and then just going home and just celebrating, he's going home and he's trying to put a spotlight on other people, give everyone an opportunity. That's why I really respect Arslan, because it's not just about winning. For him, he's trying to like make a massive difference. And I said this before, but I'll say it again. When they show up to a tournament, that's why they win, because they're not just there just having fun. They're there trying to make a difference. Talking about upcoming events, you have VSFXI. This is in 3 days. Now, this is rumored for Steve Fox to be announced here. So far, Michael Murray or Harada haven't given us any signs that a character will be revealed here. All of this talk is just players' expectations. But once they do give us a sign, I could be forgetting, but once they do give us a concrete sign, a tweet or something, you know I'll make a video about that. Gamescom opening night live will be less about announcing brand new projects and more about updating some of the biggest gaming due to come out over the next year. Considering that Jeff Keighley's involved and considering how big this event is, I wouldn't be surprised if they revealed 2 characters. I don't want to confirm that. I don't take my word for it, but this is a big event. And even though this is in Germany, I think so, right? Gamescom Germany, I think so. I don't see them just walking up and showing Leo and then walking off the stage. I feel like they're going to do the same thing that they did for EVO, where they show a new character